Hi, I am Dr. Theckedath Mathew, author of the book Joshua, The Odyssey of an Ordinary Man. During the preparation of the manuscript, I have come across many interesting facts, some of which I would like to share with you. Today, I would like to talk to you about divine birth. Any ancient civilization has a creation story, a flood story, and also many divine birth stories. In divine birth, usually there is no sexual intercourse between a man and a woman, and more often than not, there is also no vaginal delivery. There is something taboo about sexual intercourse in such situations. Let me first take you to the Greek mythology. There are many divine births in Greek mythology. Let me tell you one. That is the birth of Athena, the patron goddess of Attica. Athena was conceived by Zeus. And when the labor pain came, Zeus had intense headache because apparently the baby was sitting in the brain. Somebody brought an axe and broke open his skull, and there came Athena in glowing colors and bright light with the helmet, breastplate, and the sword. And the patron goddess of Attica was born. When Athena wanted to make a child, she conceived that baby again in a divine fashion on her thighs. Her uterus was saved, and there was nothing wrong with her vagina either. It was a totally divine birth. The baby came out was Erycthonius, the first king of Attica. Now let me take you to the Egyptian mythology. The high gods in Egypt, Isis and Osiris, are brothers and sisters. They are also husband and wife. When Isis wanted to make a child, she conceived the baby by herself without a sexual intercourse. Of course, Osiris was nearby, but she did not bother him at all. It was conceived in the form of parthenogenesis, father and mother the same. And the baby was born, his name is Horus. Again, it was a non-vaginal birth. Now, let me take to India. One of the most popular divine births in India is that of Lord Krishna, the ninth avatar or incarnation in the Hindu mythology. Krishna was born in the womb of a lady called Devaki. Here there is a significant deviation. The boy came out by a vaginal birth, but the conception was divine. Devaki was not a virgin. She had 6 children before, but nonetheless it was a divine conception. There are many other stories. I will tell you one more, and that is that of Kunti, the mother of the Pandavas. In the Indian epic of Mahabharata, there are the bad guys, the Kauravas, and the good guys, the Pandavas. And Kunti is the mother of the Pandavas. Her first child came from the celestial body sun, the Surya. She conceived the boy in her thighs. Again, the uterus and the vagina are all saved, totally divine and virgin. She had 3 more kids. All of them came pretty much the same way. Come to think of it, the divine birth was not only for gods and demigods, but it gradually descended to the level of men too, because there are many stories of divine birth in case of Pythagoras, Socrates, Aristotle, and Plato, who are the philosophers from Greece, and even Alexander the Great. There is a big story about his divine birth. Coming to India, there are stories created about Buddha much later, that he had a divine birth and then 3 wise men came to see him, etc., etc. So when the Testament writers wrote Jesus' story, they had a built-in need to create a divine birth, because that was the in thing in those days, with reference to the birth of great men or men supposed to be son of God or going to be God. So there is not much of a strangeness there. That was the standard practice in those ancient days. I want you to look up what are the other important divine births in ancient civilization. For example, in the Chinese civilization, South American and African. I will come up with another interesting story next time. Please refer to my website www.joshuatheodyssey.com, and also refer to my book Joshua, the Odyssey of an Ordinary Man. Until next time, so long.